Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
It's the Unimportant Viewpoint with Nate and Luke. What's up, dude?
Happy holidays to people that don't believe in Christmas or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to be inclusive,
Wow.
bro.
Lame.
You're excluding everybody else.
That's all right.
Yeah,
it's going to come out on actual Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
So, Merry Christmas.
Hope your kids won't listen to that. My bad. They shouldn't listen to this anyway, but they were. Oops.
We're not that bad.
Oh, my pen broke.
We don't say anything that bad.
What the fuck?
Most of the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to edit myself.
Yeah, I tried to as well. Just to not be over the top with it. Bro.
Sorry, I'm going through an operation right now. I have a pen to make notes while we record, and as soon as I started talking, the pen exploded. I don't know what's happening. But we're okay. I'm a doctor. I got it figured out.
Oh, shoot. So, what'd you do this past week?
Oh my gosh. Not a lot,
Short
man.
week,
It was a
by
very
the way,
short week because our
for
schedule is
everybody.
weird this week.
Yep.
I got appointments. We have early start. You know,
Yeah. I gotta go in early tomorrow
gross.
for freaking training. I hate that shit.
Who does that?
I hate it.
It's time. It's the end of the year. No one
I know,
cares.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
I can't believe they did it on the last week.
That's stupid.
Stupid.
But anyway, let's not talk about work because no one cares. This weekend, I tried Indian food for the first time.
What'd you think?
It was pretty fire, man. It was really good. I was very nervous going in. I'm pretty adventurous with trying food, and I like a lot of Asian food. I normally up my alley, but Indian food always scared me
Yeah.
because it's a lot of orange and red.
Yeah.
And I don't
what is
trust orange and red.
what's the what's the big spice they use? I'm trying to think of it.
Curry?
Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love curry.
Yeah.
I like when I go to Thai food, that's what I get. I get curry, but it's like Thai. I don't know if it's different or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got the lamb marsala, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
It looked gross. I was very like, why did
Oh
it...
yeah, that's the thing with Indian food for me is it
Did
looks
not. It looks-
like a lot of the food looks like just not.
It looks
appetizing.
like, I don't know. It didn't look good.
Looks like mush.
It's just, yeah. And the menu didn't have pictures, which I was very sad about. Because, like, I don't know what half these words mean. Like, I'm a dumb American. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I just, like, I want to try lamb. We'll just get that and see what happens. It was fire. Like, it was so good.
Yeah.
And Clint got this, like, I don't know, it had rice. It looked really good. I'm like, man, we should have traded. Like, I wish I would have got yours. But then I dug into mine. I'm like, yeah, mine's way better. Like, I made the right choice. And then I got some, like, cheesy naan. Whoo, boy. Naan is so good.
Yeah.
I was like, get in my belly. That is fire, dude.
Yeah. It's been a long time. We used to have an Indian place in Owensboro. But it's been a long time since I've been.
I'm ready to go back.
Because it doesn't exist there anymore. So
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I've had Indian food.
We went to the Taj Mahal in Evansville. Shout out. They're a little sketchy in there. The service was kind of sketchy, but I mean, it was fine. Don't get the iced tea. If you go, don't get the iced tea.
That sounds like a bad call.
They used like the instant powdered. It looked disgusting. And then it was like you're drinking water. It tasted like water,
Yeah.
but it looked like toilet water. It looked gross. I did not order. I'm glad I didn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds...
It looked awful though. We were like, is the cup
shoot.
dirty or is it the tea? And like, we couldn't figure it out. I'm like, oh, that's instant. Like,
Yeah.
it was whatever. But we went because it was our friend Lori's surprise birthday party. And that was fun. So we got to hang out with our group. We haven't seen our friends in a hot minute. It was nice to see everybody. Shout out Lori. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Lori's cool. She'd always ask about the podcast. I love Lori. She's cool. But yeah, that was my Indian food experience. It was pretty fire.
Yeah.
And
I like trying all that new stuff.
I didn't get it spicy, so I didn't regret it. So
You didn't get spicy?
didn't get spicy,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of places that like the menu will show you if it's spicy, but sometimes it won't. And then when you don't know what you're looking at, like you end up ordering something.
See, this one, it had a scale like 1 to 6, and you could tell them like what number you wanted.
Oh yeah.
So I picked a 2 because I was like, I'm not feeling crazy today.
Yeah.
I don't want to hate my life all weekend.
Yeah.
And it was good. Clint got like a 3 or 4, and it hurt. I took like one bite of his, like I'm done.
Plus, like if it like with that being the first time you tried it, you don't know how that food's gonna like how your body's gonna react to that anyways. And then if you add spice on top of that,
I will say
that's a dangerous combination. My
stomach has been questionable since I've had the Indian food. Not like hurting, it's just like not doing the right things all the time. But I've also been eating a lot of bread, so I don't know if I don't know what's going on. But anyway, if you haven't tried Indian food, check it out, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Be bold. Get something crazy. We had another basketball game that you did not show up to.
You're right. I didn't.
And it was horrible. Like, absolutely awful.
Y'all kept it close, though, you said, in the first half.
It was stupid. It shouldn't have been close. So, first of all, we had 6 people. They only had 4. And they're like, hey, the ref was like, hey, do you want to play? You can play with 4 or you can play with 5. Like, it's up to you. So I thought about it. I'm like, let's go ahead and play with 5. No, let's go play with 4. Because if we play with 5 and lose, that's really embarrassing.
Yeah.
But if we play with 4, like, it's fair. It's even.
Yeah.
And we would have got dominated if we played with 5. It would have been awful. So I'm glad we went to 5. But then they had some dudes from the crowd jump in, whatever. Anyway, we only down 14 at half. I played the whole first half. I was exhausted. It was really awful. Second half, and the reason I said it was terrible, there was like a sequence of events that happened like back to back to back. I deflected a pass. It jammed my thumb just a tiny, tiny bit. Like barely jammed it, but it hurt. I was like, okay, that's annoying. The next, like probably 2 plays later, I deflected another pass. It jammed it all the way back. Like it hurt. Like, oh, I think I broke my thumb. Like I'm done. This is awful. And the next play, they had this like dude. He was like 6'4", like super bony. Like he was really skinny.
Yeah.
He drove the lane. I'm standing there with my hands up. What am I doing? Like I'm not even affecting the play. That should just get out. But I stood there, tried to do something. He kneed me right in my groin. Like knee first, his bone like stabbed me. I laid on the ground for a minute. It was awful.
Oh man.
So after that, I was mad. Because like it hurt. I wasn't mad at him, but I was just like grumpy.
Yeah.
So my body's giving out on me. And then I went to shoot a 3 with my jammed thumb, and like I airballed it so bad. We had a guy on our bench keeping score. I'm like, hey, just hop in for me. I'm done. I was gonna keep score the rest of the game because I'm getting grouchy.
Yeah.
But anyway, it wasn't fun. It was awful.
We got a couple weeks off, so.
Yeah, but our team is like
falling apart.
They're falling apart. They're fighting. They're wanting to quit. It's just terrible.
Yeah, that's what happens when you lose, man.
Yeah, but like I told them all before we started, we're not gonna win. Like,
just do it for fun.
Yeah, but they're all like,
people don't have that kind of.
They're
mindset,
not having
though.
fun. I hate everybody.
People like I wouldn't care because I knew going in like I was just going to play just to have fun. Anytime I did show up,
The one time you did,
yeah.
If you and Nick would show up consistently, I would have fun.
It's not over
But when
yet.
you two don't show up, it's not fun.
It's not over yet. Hopefully, I will play the last, 2 games plus the tournament game, so 3 games, I guess.
Oh my God, so many games.
I'll try to show up.
Okay.
I need to retroactively, tell Jenna what day and what time we're playing.
Yeah.
And see if she wants to go with me ahead of time so that,
Oh, that'd be fun.
So that, I actually go, as opposed to just, getting home and being like, yeah, I don't feel like it.
You're never going to show up. I don't believe you. I have no hope for you coming to a game.
Shoot. We'll see.
It's fine.
Thing is, I don't know if Jenna will want to show up, so that's the kicker. Because it's hard for me to, want to leave them.
Would you bring the kids?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Make them stay home.
People bring their whole families.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
Yeah, I just don't know how they would do.
It'll be fine. There's a concession stand there.
Run out into the court. Is there really?
Yeah.
Huh. Didn't notice that.
Yeah, so right when you walk in.
Yeah.
So they can get candy and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they got. I haven't looked.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not coming anyway, so it really don't matter. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I already know you're not showing up. It's fine.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to surprise you one of these times.
You surprised me the first game you showed up. I was very shocked to see you walk in. And trust me, when you show up, you can play the whole game. You don't have to sit the bench at all.
I doubt I would want to play
as much as you want.
I probably would die.
I've given up on playing. I'm very happy to sit the bench.
I shouldn't have shown up the first game and showed up a different game because y'all haven't had as many people show up.
No.
So there hasn't been the problem of not being able to, or like getting taken out.
Yeah, now we don't have too many. Now we don't have enough people.
Yeah.
The first game we had way too many. It was awful.
Yeah.
But anyway, basketball's stupid. I hate basketball. Back to my first sport, football, the one that I love the most. I talked about Drew Lock before in this podcast because he's my homie. One of my favorite players.
One of your favorite players. I don't know about your homie.
He's my homie. We're friends, man. I retweet his stuff all the time. Anyway, he got to play. We played the week before. He did okay. But he played on Monday Night Football. He had to start last minute, and he led a long touchdown drive to win the game. He scored a touchdown with like 30 seconds left, which is super cool. Love that. But his interview, the post game, like, it was very, very cool to see.
Yeah, he's getting emotional.
He was getting emotional. He like really was like very genuine and honest, like talking about how hard it is to be a backup.
Yeah.
And like fight through like the adversity of like not knowing when you're gonna play, and if you do play, like, am I still good enough? Do I have it? Which because like I feel that, like, I relate to that.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, he was very questioning of like saying like, am I still the man?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I am.
It's like, I am the man. I still got that. I was like, yeah, that's my boy. But yeah, it's super cool, man, because like a lot of athletes, they'll just give like coaches
a PR answer.
They don't get like in their feelings. They don't speak from the heart. But he like really did, and it was super cool to see.
Yeah.
Drew Lock's easy to root for, even if you don't like him. He's like, I don't know, he's just a dude, man. I just love him so much. Anyway.
Oh, shoot.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I was so hyped because like my Twitter is all Mizzou stuff for the most part. But it was like just flooded with Drew Lock stuff. Like every tweet was Drew Lock, and I was just like, "Yeah, this is great, man."
Yeah,
I love to see it.
Yeah, I like when Twitter's like that. I follow a bunch of like Lakers stuff though, and every time they play, my entire stream is just like Lakers takes and scores updates and all that shit. Yeah. And it's like score updates of like every time there's a point scored. So my whole freaking timeline's nothing but Lakers stuff, and I hate that.
I don't do that.
I need to like unfollow some of that stuff because it's annoying.
I unfollowed Mizzou basketball because of that.
I like the Lakers, but I don't want my entire timeline when they're playing a game to be nothing but Lakers shit.
And Twitter's weird because it'll be out of order too, so it's like it's I hate that.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yep.
So yeah, it's nice whenever it actually pops up with shit that I actually want to know about.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's not. It doesn't happen very often though.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But you got anything else? Any last minute additions?
No.
You didn't really do nothing else?
No. I went to the gym for the first time in forever yesterday.
Bro, are you sore?
Well, I was sore from the game already, and then I doubled down. So I don't feel too bad though.
Oh, that's not too bad. We
weren't there very long either, so
that's the worst part about. Especially like if you were working out and you've got through that freaking soreness phase and then you quit for a little while.
Dude, it's
and
the
then
worst.
You go back and you're sore again. You're like, why did I ever stop? Yeah, that shit's awful.
So the dude at the front desk, we talk to him like every time we walk in. He knows us, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I haven't seen you. We said, hey, we haven't seen you in a minute. And he's like, yeah, I've been using my PTO. I was off all last week. We're like, oh, well, we haven't been here in like 2 months. Like, it wasn't because of your PTO. It's because we haven't showed up in forever, bro.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, he like didn't get it. I'm like, okay, good talk, man. I'm gonna go about my business now. It was really awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice to like, because we want to go when the new year starts, we want to hit it hard again.
Yeah, I thought next week. I doubt I'll do it because we know how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, me and Nick had this discussion.
But I really want to go out in my building and clean all my stuff up and start next week so that like I can get some of the like first like real soreness.
Yeah, while you're not doing nothing.
While I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Good luck with that.
We'll see how that falls apart.
I have lots of plans that I know aren't going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Painting this basement. I really don't want to.
Yeah. As it gets closer, you're like,
there's so many walls. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff. Plus,
don't you have to do some like certain stuff for these kind of walls?
No, apparently you can just paint over them. But I'm just worried I'm going to paint it and it's going to look like garbage still.
Look, yeah.
I'm like, what's the point?
I don't know. doesn't really. It doesn't look like garbage now.
I have a thing with paneling. It screams like, I don't know, like poverty to me. I really fucking hate it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you mean.
Look, there's just so much stupid shit to paint.
Yeah.
And like those doors, what am I doing with those?
Just leave them the same.
That's gonna look ugly.
Bro, if you gotta paint those, yeah.
I'm not painting. I'll just rip those fuckers out. Because I'm not doing that. And then the stupid like not crown molding, but whatever it is.
Yeah.
I hate, biggest pet peeve, when you have a painted wall and then you have like a wood molding. Gross. But I'm not painting those, so that's what I'm gonna have. I'm not doing it.
It probably won't look that bad.
No,
I think you're over.
Very dramatic.
I think you're overthinking what it's gonna look like.
It's gonna look off. Also, I don't know what color to paint it, so we haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, no one cares because no one sees the basement.
Yeah. Well, they might eventually.
Well, it was on a TikTok
soon enough.
Yeah,
they might start seeing it more.
They might
once we get through Christmas here and try out our new equipment.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, no one cares.
So I was watching, I think it was on Facebook. I was watching videos the other day, and I found this video where this dude showed how to make cane sauce. Bro, I'm trying that as soon as
if it's good,
I get a chance. I'll let you know, and I'll let our listeners know if anybody's interested in it, what it is. But I want to try it first before I say anything, because like if it doesn't taste anything like it, I'm gonna be like not saying a word about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm definitely trying that. So hit me up if you're interested in knowing what that is once I figure out if it's good or not. And then obviously this weekend, Saturday, I took that half day on Friday so I could sleep.
Yeah, you little punk.
Perfect. It was awesome. Like I got enough sleep.
Bro.
I was like perfectly awake Saturday. So it was perfect. But we had a Christmas party on Saturday, so that's kind of the reason why I took the half day, was just so I could sleep before that. But we went to that, and then we went and did some shopping, just, hung out as a family kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good day. And then that night, I had to make the cookies that night instead of Sunday night, because we had a Christmas party on Sunday that we needed to bring a dessert to. So me and Liam made 2 different cookies. We made a Fruity Pebbles cookie. It was okay. It didn't turn out I don't think it turned out how it was supposed to turn out.
They were hard.
Well, it was okay, so it called for 2 cups of crushed Fruity Pebbles, 2 cups of whole Fruity Pebbles, and 2 cups of white chocolate chips. I'm like, that's 6 cups of dry,
yeah, it was dry.
Take up space material.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think whatever I did in the original batter, I didn't do right, because it wasn't wet enough to accept that. I literally had to take the dough and mash it together so it would hold together, because it was just basically crumbles.
Yeah, it was in
the bowl.
It tasted.
They
good.
weren't that hard at first. It's been it's been a few days since I made them.
I had to break them because if I would have been into that, I'd have no teeth left.
But yeah, they tasted okay. They just weren't great.
Yeah.
And then, but the other ones I made,
oh my gosh, I want another one.
Fire, bro.
They were so good.
They were Biscoff cookies with butterscotch icing.
They were fire.
And they were so good. I definitely am keeping that recipe in the repertoire.
I could have ate 100 of those.
Bro, they are so good. They are really good.
Yeah.
They are really good. Jenna made some Biscoff no-bakes the other day.
Ooh.
And they were really good too. She used the Biscoff nut butter or whatever that, it's like peanut butter, but it's Biscoff.
I've always wanted to try that.
I don't know what it tastes like by itself, but I had to use it in my recipe. And she used it in those no-bakes, and they're delicious.
They're good.
Have you ever had a Biscoff cookie?
Yeah, on an airplane.
Okay, maybe I'm just crazy, but do they kind of taste like the Scooby Snack graham cracker treats?
A little bit, yes. Also, those are so good.
Yeah, they are.
Those are fire.
But that's
kind of, yeah.
Because somebody was asking, what's Biscoff? And I was like, I didn't think of it
Yeah,
at the
Nick
time.
had no idea.
I didn't think of it at the time, but I was like, afterwards, I was like, I should have just told him it's kind of like taste a little bit like those Scooby snacks. Because I was like, that's kind of, I think, what it reminds me of. When I was eating, I ate one of the actual Biscoff cookies like that you get from the store.
Yeah.
Because they are put in it too. And I ate one of those, and when I ate it, I thought, like, what is that? It tastes familiar, and I don't know what it was.
Do you remember the McDonald's cookies? Like the little shortbread, smaller ones?
No.
Oh, never mind. If you took a Scooby snack and put it into one of those cookies, it would be a Biscoff cookie.
It almost feels like it's in the ginger snap family type of.
Yeah.
Like not. It doesn't taste like a ginger snap.
No.
But it's like similar.
It is similar.
Like a similar type of cookie. Yeah.
They're good on an air. They are the best airplane snack.
Bro, they're pretty good. Like
I've never had them outside of an airplane.
I ate some.
That's my special airplane.
I ate some just to try them. I'm probably gonna have to make those cookies again. They're so.
Bro, if you do,
they're so good, bro.
You know where to send them.
They're so good. I think that's part of the thing I screwed up on the Fruity Pebbles one. Is that like I made the Fruity Pebble ones first. So I made those and I was done with them, and then I started on the Biscoff. Well, and when I started the Biscoff cookie, it said pretty much the same style of making them that the Fruity Pebbles started out with. And the crushed ones, it said to make them into a fine powder. But when I did the Fruity Pebbles, it didn't say anything. So I just crushed. Like I didn't make them into a fine powder. It was just like crumbled up.
Yeah.
And I think it should have been like really smashed, and I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
You know, live and learn.
It'd be like that.
Live and learn. And then this weekend, Levis got just. Did you see that tackle? Did you watch it, bro? He got leveled. He got banged up. I think he left the game. I don't think he finished the game.
No, he didn't.
But I mean, it was pretty much over at that point, anyways. But yeah, it was bad looking. Like it looked awful. Like I thought he was like.
Was he doing too much?
No, he was just in the pocket, and their offensive line is trash.
Their offensive line is terrible.
And so he was in the pocket, and he just got like leveled.
Yeah.
It's just the way the dude hit him. Like it kind of like crumpled him in a weird way, and it looked like it. Like when he was laying on the ground, it literally looked like he just like was like snapped. It was bad looking. Which he got up and walked off on his own, and I think it ended up not even being like anything that I thought it would be. Like I thought it was gonna be like a back / like I think it ended up being just like an ankle.
Yeah, it was an ankle.
Something, but I thought it was gonna be like a back or like a what I mean, like a head injury or something. But it ended up just being an ankle, and I was like, that's weird.
That's weird.
And then I saw that Gran Turismo is on Netflix, and me and Jenna are so hyped to watch that movie, bro. Like, so hyped.
I'm glad you're hyped.
You were talking shit about it earlier.
I've never seen it.
You don't want to talk shit now?
So, yeah. One of the guys at work I talk movies with, he was like, it's a movie for, like, basically he said dumb people. Which is terrible. I don't know. I don't agree with it. I kind of do, actually. Even though I've never seen it. It's like a Fast and Furious movie. I don't have any interest in that.
Here's I don't get the dumb people thing.
He didn't say dumb. He just...
Like, not every time you watch a movie does it need to be, like, so, like, that you have to think it out and solve it. Like, you know what I mean?
I agree. But...
Like, some movies that sometimes you just want to sit down and watch a movie and, like, it just, like, not have to sit there and think. Like, just turn your brain off and just watch a movie and enjoy it. Like... I don't agree with the being
those aren't for
dumb
me.
People.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not a great statement, but those movies aren't for me. I will say that. Like.
Well, yeah. I mean, the movies.
I need something. I need a movie to make me feel a certain way or like think about. I don't want to watch people drive a car.
Yeah.
Like that one movie you made me watch. No. Whatever that movie was.
Bro, there was more to that movie than just driving a car.
That's all.
Come on.
There was.
That's all you got out of it.
Because that's all there was. They were driving a car. Whatever. It was awful.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. This is gonna sound like a double negative, but like, I I like watching some movies that are bad. You know what I mean?
I don't.
And
people do.
You know what I
understand.
Like a movie doesn't have to be like super great. Now, there are movies I watch that are really dumb that I'm like, no. And I don't want to watch like dumb comedies. Those kind of like get on my nerves. Like purposely acting stupid just to make a comedy. Like Will Ferrell movies. Like
I like the Paul Blart Mall Cop
like those kind of movies. Like some of those I'm like out on, but like bad acting. Like I can get past some bad acting, like that kind of stuff. Like
I don't know.
It just depends on how bad it is.
It depends. There are some.
Bro, when I restarted The Walking Dead, they can't act for shit in the beginning, and I'm like, how the hell did I watch this? Like I'm watching it now, and I know that they get better, and so like I can get past it. But like when I first started, I'm like, how in the hell did like I get past some of the how horrible they act?
I can't get past that. I can't.
Like some of those are horrible.
Awful.
Some of those are horrible. And then to make my week go like real great, sarcasm, we leave Tuesday morning from work, and Jenna calls. Well, she texted me while we were at work, like 2:00 in the morning, and so, I was assuming like she couldn't sleep or the kids woke her up or whatever. So she texted me. Well, then like on the way home, it was probably around 5:00. She calls me, and I'm like, dang. And she had texted at one point before she called me. She had texted like a little bit before that, and was like, today's gonna be rough or tonight's gonna be rough or something. And so I'm like, oh shoot, she's just been up and down all night or whatever.
Yeah.
And so she calls me like not even that long after she texts me, and I'm like talking to her, and I'm like asking like, like, oh, have you been up all night, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden I can hear kids talking in the background, and so I'm like, are the kids up with you? And she's like, yeah. She's like, they're in the bath. And I'm like, hold on, why are they in the bath? And she was like, oh, Liam threw up on the bed. So she's like, I'm washing the sheets and I'm giving them a bath. I'm like, oh, great.
That sounds awful.
Awesome. I'm not even worried about all that stuff. I'm just like, great. The week before Christmas and Liam's going to get sick.
Yeah.
So I get home and we do like our normal like advent calendar stuff. And like, they're like, when I come home, they're already in their room, like, getting their clothes on and stuff from the bath. So I walk in their room and we're starting to do like advent calendar stuff and like do our normal like morning stuff. And then all of a sudden Liam just like is kind of standing there like looking weird, and I'm like, buddy, are you okay? And then he starts kind of like gagging, and I'm like, oh great. Gross. I'm like, he's gonna throw up. Yeah. So then like Jenna like gets up, and I'm like holding my hands to catch any throw up just in case he throws up.
Gross.
And Jenna like gets up and she goes and grabs a trash can, and I'm like the whole time like he's definitely gonna throw up, because he like gagged and like acted like he was gonna throw up like 3 or 4 times, like would stop and like act like he was okay for a second and then do it again. But I guess because he didn't eat that much the night before, and then he hadn't ate yet that morning, so I guess he couldn't because he didn't have anything to throw up.
Well, that's good.
And so I was like, great. We had already been talking. We were like my mom was supposed to watch him that day, but my mom watches like a couple other kids too. And so I'm like, should like we take him or whatever before that? And then he started acting like he was gonna throw up again. I'm like, oh, nope, definitely not going there.
Stay home, buddy.
So her dad luckily took him so that she could go to work.
That's good.
But yeah, I was like, great. But he didn't end up throwing up the rest of the day, so I don't know what was up. I don't know if it was just like a quick little bug or...
Yeah. Maybe he was being dramatic.
He was tired and stuff. He acted tired, and like her dad said he slept like a lot of the day, but...
Yeah.
But like by that night, he was pretty rambunctious acting. He almost acted like his normal self, so I don't know if... I haven't heard anything else, so I don't think he threw up anymore or anything, so I don't know. But I'm hoping that, fingers crossed, it's over with and nobody else gets it.
Yeah.
because we've only got a few more days before we start doing Christmas stuff.
And we ain't trying to be sick for that.
Yeah, no doubt. The dude right beside me at work is literally sick right now too.
There's so many people on my area that are sick. I'm like, don't even look at me.
He has a sinus infection or something, I think. So I think, fingers crossed, I think it's like not anything that's like, because he went to the doctor and so it's not COVID or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so like, hopefully it's not like a catchable thing. Like hopefully it's just that he's got like had a cold and then got like a sinus infection from it or something. I don't know.
There are like 3 people coughing and sneezing.
Yeah, that's the thing, and he
gross.
like comes and like sits there and talks to me and stuff, and like coughs like right beside me.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, like,
yeah. Luckily, I've had the freedom to like wander around a lot recently, so I don't stop by them.
Yeah.
If you're sick, you're on your own. I'm not helping you. I ain't doing.
Well, that's my thing. Like the dude that I work next to, he likes to talk a lot, but I'm like, bro, like no.
Yeah.
Like I get that you want to talk, like you're a very talkative person. I get that you want to talk, but like if you're sick, like I even said something about like, oh, don't get me sick. I was like, it's about to be Christmas. I don't need that. Like kind of hinting at like,
be mean.
You can talk to me, but like, let's not like
be an asshole.
Like all up on each other.
Tell him to back up 6 feet.
Anyways, I mean, I don't care that much because I really don't think he's got anything that's like contagious, but
yeah, I would have
because he doesn't have a fever or nothing like that, and like, and he sounds like he's just got like a major ass head cold. He sounds like shit for real. If I get it, I'm gonna
it's
be
on
pissed.
you, bro. Should have said something.
Yeah, whatever. And then the final thing, in case anybody hasn't heard yet, because Jenna did put it on Facebook, so most of you probably have already heard. But we are having another baby.
Drum roll, please.
That's it. That's the announcement.
Cool.
Now,
moving on.
Now we are having a baby boy.
That's right.
And his name's gonna be Cohen.
I love that name.
Yeah, we got it from oh shoot, what's the name of that show? The OC.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot think of the name of the main dude, the dude that I'm thinking of.
Didn't watch that show.
Oh, Jenna did. What is the name of the guy that I'm thinking of? It's something Cohen is his name in the show. It's the brother, like the actual son of the parents that the main dude goes to live with. And I cannot think of his first name, but whatever it is, they call him Cohen though.
I thought you got it from Liam Cohen.
No, so I told Jenna, I said everybody. I was like, a bunch of people probably won't think this because how many people know that UK's offensive coordinator is Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
But I'm like, people are gonna think if they do know that that is what I named my kids after because my son's name is Liam and my other son's name is Cohen.
That's gross.
And I'm like, people are gonna think. And I said, babe, just so you know, I might use our sons to try to get free tickets to a game, though. I was like, I might just tweet at Liam Cohen and be like, hey, here's my 2 sons, Liam and my new addition, Cohen, just to see if I can score me some free tickets or something.
Go for it. I hope you do.
Even though it's not actually why their names are that.
I hate that.
Yeah, no, that's not why their names are that.
I love the name Cohen. I don't like
so weirdly, and so
Cohen.
I've always wanted to name my son Liam. And Jenna, before Liam Cohen was even a known thing to me or us, she mentioned Cohen and I liked it. And then we ended up getting a guy named Liam Cohen. And I'm like, well, that's going to be awkward.
All you losers are obsessed with for whatever reason. Is his middle name going to be Nate?
No.
Okay, well, that's
I don't know. I haven't said his middle name to anybody.
Nate.
I don't know if I'm going to.
Nathaniel.
No.
Nathan.
No. Absolutely not. Nathan of all the names is definitely not making the cut.
Worse than Nathaniel?
Yeah, Nathan is
awful.
Nathan is definitely worse than Nathaniel.
Whatever.
Bro, Nathan is definitely worse than Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, I hate Nathaniel. People call me that. I'm like, don't speak to me anymore. I don't like that. Also, I just want to point out the fact I called it. I predicted boy.
So me and my wife have been right every single time so far.
Yeah.
I say so far, but this is probably our last kid. But yeah, so we've been right every time.
Yeah. I was right from the get-go, and then I was right from my little investigating from her post. I got a skill, man. Not very useful, but I got it right.
Yeah.
I think everybody in our poll voted boy, from what I remember.
Yeah, they did.
So whoever voted, y'all are right too.
My sister voted in it, and she said her original thought was boy, and that's what she voted in the poll. But then she was starting to second guess it, so she almost said girl when Jenna asked everybody what they thought before we told them.
Yeah,
because we were about to find out, and she said no, I'm going to stick with what I voted in the
Good
poll.
for her.
So she
stick to your guns, right. Man.
But I think most people said boy in like our families too.
There was a boy energy. I really felt it in the atmosphere or whatever. I don't know.
But yeah, so we're having a boy, little baby boy. He's due in April, so.
Oh, Cohen Nate. Probably. He's gonna be a good kid.
Probably be here before then, I would assume, because that's just how it's been for us. So.
Wait, due in April?
Yeah, he's due at the beginning of April.
If you have it on March 20th, you have to name him Nate.
No.
That would be dope.
No, I don't. But, yeah. I would guess I don't know, because you never know, but, like, I would guess probably in March would be more likely than April. But, because I think it's April 9th is his actual due date. So, it's early in April. But, like, Liam was a week early, and then Thea was 3 weeks early, so.
I remember that one.
So, yeah. Well, you wouldn't remember Liam. I didn't work there at the time.
I didn't know you. Those are the good old days.
oh, what the? That's messed up. That's messed up. But, anyways, that's pretty much it for my week, and I guess your week too. So we're going to move on to nerding and talk a little bit about
one of my new girls.
Some cool cat, I guess you're into now.
Bro, I don't know why.
You don't know why?
Olivia Rodrigo has, like, she's been on my radar for a hot minute.
Yeah.
She's popular, whatever. But, like, her music's for, like, preteen girls. It's, like, no, not for me. But I don't know what I don't know why, but, like, she's been on my TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
So I really dug into her music, and I really like her. She's, like, super talented. I watched her, she has 2 Tiny Desk concerts. Like the NPR ones on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're both, like, really, really good. She's, like, she plays piano, plays guitar, she sings really well. Like, she's super talented. So I dug into her, like, albums, and they're pretty good. She's been, like, my new thing recently.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how often you, like, you think of some of these people as, like, you know, not just a singer, like, not an actual musician, and then, like, they do stuff like that, and you're like, she's actually, like, they are legit.
She's the real deal.
They actually are legit.
Yeah, and she's young. I'm like, damn, like, you are uber talented.
Yeah. And
she wrote the song for the new Hunger Games movie, which I really like. I think that's kind of what jump-started it.
Oh, yeah.
For, like,
that probably is.
Whatever.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie.
Yeah, that song. If you figured that out from that.
No. Did you know you can hum to Google, though,
and
it'll tell you?
That's wild.
Yeah.
I bet you that probably wouldn't have worked, though.
I really want to... Probably not, because I didn't recognize it.
I don't even know if it's the right song or not.
We have to try it. I'll have to try it sometime, because I haven't actually tried it yet. But... Oh, shit. I forgot something I was going to mention that I saw this week.
Too late now.
No. We got to go back and talk about it.
No, podcast over.
Okay. All right.
Okay, what you got?
That thing I sent you on Facebook about all the high school state championship games for all the divisions in Texas had, like, more attendance to them than the Falcons. Who was it? Panthers game.
There was nobody at that game.
That's fucking wild, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That is wild. Like, high school state championship games. It was every single one of them alone. Like, it wasn't like all of them as a group was more. It was each individual one alone had.
Football in Texas is wild. It's so, like, high school football is no joke there.
Yeah.
And then the Panthers and Falcons are trash. So.
some of the videos and stuff that you see of like Texas football and stuff,
they're different.
Like even their entrances to the games and stuff. Have you seen that one where like they're acting like dogs and stuff, and like they have dudes like acting like they're holding
I'm
back?
Sorry, that's
wild.
That's so cringy to me.
Yeah, but like
it's cool, but like
it's
also
cool, man.
gross.
If you're in just like a high, they're high schoolers. It's different if it was like a freaking full grown adult. Bro,
no, it's cringy to me.
Whatever,
it's so cringy.
Whatever, man. Whatever. But I'm glad you're digging on Olivia Rodrigo. I don't really know anything about her. I mean, at all.
Yeah.
Like, I literally don't.
Her songs are so popular. Like, it's wild.
I mean, I probably know some, I bet, but I don't realize that I know them. You know what I mean? How that goes.
When I first, like, really got into it, like, so that band you talked about, Our Last Night, they cover a handful of hers. Yeah. It's weird to listen to hers, because I know theirs first, and then I listen to hers. I'm like, I like the Screamo, man. Give me more of that. But, I mean, hers are good, too.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. They're so good.
They made my Spotify Wrapped, which is fun.
Good.
I think they're like my fifth most artists. Fifth most.
And that was the end of the year too.
I know. I hit them hard, dude. I was obsessed. Obsessed. I still listen to them every now and then.
Yeah, I like them. I don't listen to them like all the time, but I'll just every once in a while we'll go on YouTube. I usually just watch them on YouTube. I don't actually have them on Spotify or anything, but.
So you don't want them to make money. That's cool.
Well, I don't have any like music apps. I have Amazon, I think.
That's the worst
But just because I have Amazon Prime, it's not because I actually like have because I don't even have the actual like pay for Amazon Music. I just have the one that comes with the Prime.
Yeah, that's gross.
I don't really listen to music a lot though, so that it's kind of stupid to pay for something I don't actually use.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my life where I listen to podcasts again. Yeah. So I quit listening to all of mine. Yeah. Hard stop, because I don't even listen to ours anymore, because I just don't have the time to listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I only listen to ours. I only listen to ours just to.
Do you finish them?
No, most of the time I don't.
Okay, sometimes I listen to the beginning and
I listen to them, to make sure that like it sounds good. Yeah, but after that, I don't really.
So if our shit's bad at the end of the episode, we're never gonna know unless you tell us, because like we don't make it that far.
Yeah, I have a few times.
Back in the dude, yeah.
I used to listen to them all the way through for like a while.
Like twice, I listened to them twice.
But I haven't. Every once in a while, even now, every once in a while, I'll still like if like when I leave here, if I turn it on to check it, I'll listen to it the whole way home, and by the time I'm home, it's almost done. So then like I might finish it, but then I might not too. So it just kind of depends.
Yeah, I used to love listening to myself talk. Like, oh, this is fun. But now I'm like, okay, I was here for this. I don't need to listen to it again. Okay.
Also, sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, dude, I don't even hardly remember talking about that.
I low key, like very low key, want to listen to that COVID episode. Because I don't remember a single thing we talked about, but I know it's going to be horrible.
Oh, bro, it was probably bad.
But it will be like a brand new experience. Because I wasn't there for it.
I could tell.
It was bad.
That whole time I could just tell that like we just needed to be done as quickly as possible. Yep. So I was like, let's just get through this.
I'm sure I looked like like an idiot. I was probably just staring at you like, I fucking hate my life.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think you look dumb, but
I felt incredibly dumb the whole time. There are no thoughts going on. Yeah. I might check it out over shutdown.
Yeah, just listen to it just to see. I mean, we literally suggested people not listen to it, and we haven't even listened to it. So it might not even be as bad as we think.
I know it is, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just from the fact that it was like only like 40-something minutes long.
It was 40 minutes too long.
Should suggest that wasn't very good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, if there was ever a time for us to miss one, we should have missed that time.
But you know.
Oh, shoot. Well, my nerding's not really anything like crazy, but I've just really been enjoying. We bought the kids last year. We bought the kids advent calendars to use this year. And it's just been fun to like go in and then be all excited to open them. Yeah. Half the time, Thea literally just like, you open it, she acts like halfway enthusiastic. You give it to her, and then she's like, I'm done.
Okay, bye.
But sometimes she actually gets excited, like about the actual thing too. But the one thing is that Liam got like a Marvel like Funko Pop one.
Yeah.
She got a Disney one. It's mostly like Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. But there's like some other like Winnie the Pooh type characters too. But it's mostly Mickey. But Liam's is all Marvel ones. And literally, they have like, I think it's 3 different designs. There's like the superheroes as gingerbread characters, the superheroes with an ugly Christmas sweater on, and then the superheroes with like either lights or a candy cane or, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
And he's gotten so many of the gingerbread ones.
That's weird.
Like double of the gingerbreads compared to anything else.
Huh.
Like I think we have, when we counted, we have how many days still left? 5, I think.
Yeah.
Technically. I mean,
oh my gosh, only 5?
He'll open one today and it'll be 4 left.
Yeah.
But I think it's 5. And I want to say he had like 10 of them were gingerbread.
Oh my gosh.
Ones of the 3 different varieties. I'm like, what is up with these? And like some of them are duplicates, but just slightly different. I'm like, why did they put like 1,000 gingerbread style ones in here when the other ones are way cooler?
They had to get rid of them, man.
Like the gingerbread ones are like the lamest ones of them, and like there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'm like, y'all suck for this.
It's trash. You don't know what you're getting though.
But I bet you, I wonder if each box is different. You know what I mean? Probably. So I wonder if somebody else got like a shitload of like the ugly Christmas sweater ones. Those are the coolest looking ones.
We'd be lucky if they did. Good for that kid.
But whatever. I mean, Liam doesn't care. He's excited anyway.
Yeah, I was saying it don't really matter.
And then I've got the Harry Potter one with the jelly beans, and they love that.
Yeah.
They're just as excited for me to open mine and dole out jelly beans as they are to, especially Thea. Like, she's like, yeah.
Give me that fucking jelly bean.
Give me that half chewed up jelly bean, bro.
Gross. That's gross.
Well, I can't give it to her solid.
The more you talk about kids, and the less I want to have them. She would definitely
choke on it. What does it matter? In that situation, what does it matter to you? You're not the one affected by it.
I'm not baby birding food to it.
I mean, I don't freaking like feed it to her from my mouth into her mouth. Like take it out of my mouth and then give it to her.
That's wild,
bro. I barely even do it. I'm like, I just like bite a couple times to break all that like hard coating off. It's not like it's like chewed the shit out of it.
It's chewed too much.
I mean, a lot of people might think it's gross, but she doesn't care. She loves it. So
as long as she's happy,
we'll accept it. Hopefully I don't get sick and then don't know it, and then just like, not that it will matter.
She'd probably get it anyway.
We're all gonna get each other sick regardless if we get sick. So, but anyway, so that's it for my nerding. I didn't really have anything.
No, I didn't really either.
It's almost over with for this year. It's almost time to relax, and I'm so ready for it.
Me too.
Because it's actually been a, fingers crossed, knock on wood.
That's gonna be loud.
It's been a decently good week.
We haven't had that in so long.
At work.
So long.
So
it's been nice.
Let it continue the rest of this week and just be done for this year.
This rest of the week's gonna be gross for me though.
Wow.
I got an orthodontist appointment at like 2 on Thursday, so my sleep's gonna get screwed up.
Oh yeah.
And then we go into work 2 hours early on Friday, so it's just weird, man.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine.
I feel that.
And then at work, I don't do anything anymore.
That would suck.
And I fucking hate it.
That would suck.
Like, y'all need to find something for me. Send someone home. Like, I don't know, man.
Do something that allows me
tired of not doing anything.
Stand here.
I'd rather just stand. If I want to not do anything, I'd rather do it at home.
Yeah.
Send me home. If I'm at work, I want to work. Make time go by faster.
That's exactly how I am. But, dude, there's so many people that aren't like that.
I know.
There's so many of those mother effers that just, like...
They're like, oh, I'd kill for your job. I'm like, then fucking have
take it.
Take it. I didn't want it in the first place.
Dude, like, that's how... Whenever my stuff was, like, super easy for a while, like, it was cool, like, maybe a week.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, all right, this is stupid.
I'm bored.
Like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
So, like, I was excited whenever shit got harder again. I'm like, heck yes, finally. I'm not just going to stand here half the night, like, barely doing anything.
I get so hyped when they give me something to do. I'm like, oh my gosh! Even if it's half the time it's stupid shit.
Like, hey, go pick up this stuff.
Yeah, it's like go over here and get some more stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go. I've walked so much the past couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm just like walking around our giant building.
Yeah.
Anyway, no one cares because it's work, but
yeah.
Anyway, it's fine.
Hopefully,
let's get out early every day.
Let's get out of here the rest of the week. We should be done with the dumb shit that happened this week.
And then in January,
smooth sailing the rest of the week.
Really?
Think so. Pretty sure.
I don't know what's going on.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares.
But anyway, so now we're gonna go ahead and do our top 5, and this is the last Christmas top 5, guys. And sadly, guys, the Christmas has not been as fun for me and Nate as I was hoping.
I don't like Christmas, and that's probably why.
Well, like I like even myself, like coming up with my list.
It's been hard.
I'm like, yeah, like why is it so difficult?
It's so hard.
Like literally, only the movies are the only thing so far. I think. What was last week? Characters. That one wasn't bad either. I don't guess.
Only because of the mayor's
I still kind of struggled.
That one saved it.
Yeah, I still kind of struggled with coming up with some, but like it wasn't as bad as the fucking song one. That one was horrible.
And I was so hyped for the Christmas ones. I'm like, it's a theme. It'll be easy.
Yeah,
no,
we'll have like several in a row.
It's been horrible. Awesome. It's been horrible.
And then I've struggled, and I'm like, okay, I guess never mind.
I'm ready for this shit to be over.
But I have an idea for next week.
I don't like it.
Tell you later. Okay, sounds good. So this week we're doing top 5 Christmas presents you would want if you were a kid again.
Yeah.
So like the Christmas presents either that you wanted as a kid that you didn't get, or nowadays. If I was a kid now, if you were a kid now and you would want like the thing that's out now that you.
That's what I did for mine.
So, whichever way you want. Some of mine are a little bit of both, but we'll go ahead and start with me, I think, because I think I made you do last week because you had the funny.
I don't even remember what it was.
You had the lamp leg and.
Oh yeah, I did go first. Yeah, you go first then.
So my honorable mentions, mostly this first one is one that I actually do a lot of the times, and it's not very specific, but books.
Yeah.
Like that's just something I always like. There was like several Christmases. That's all I got. Was just like nothing but books. So it's always a go-to for me. Like, yes, I'd take forever to read and stuff, but it's still cool to me to get.
I like
new
having books. Yeah.
So definitely awesome. And then the next one, this is more me as an adult than me as a kid because I didn't really care anything about this when I was a kid, but a nice set of golf clubs that are like actually like set up for me.
Why? You don't go anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
you won't go golf with us.
I go every once in a while.
Yeah, maybe if you got a new set, you would go more.
Well, also, a lot of it is that like, if my kids were older, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if my kids were older and like I could either like they could stay at the house without worrying about anything, or if like they were older and they could just come with me and like they could just hang out and like not be a problem. Yeah, that would be a disaster. Disaster.
It would.
But like I don't know. Anyway.
I get it. So that would be a great gift to get.
That's more me now.
Yeah.
But I would want some that are like actually like set up for me, like actually get measured for them, so they're actually like the right clubs and all that stuff.
I want to do that at some point.
But you're talking that's like a really expensive Christmas
I haven't
present.
committed to golf.
I have a lot of very expensive Christmas presents, and that's the reason why I did not get them as a kid.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot.
You.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I was like, okay.
No, I was taking a drink and I'm like trying to tell you.
Well, I thought you said, hold on a minute.
Honorable mentions.
I thought you gave me the finger, so hold on.
Not bad. I was pointing at you.
Okay. Miscommunication. Okay,
the only kind of communication.
That's what we do best, man. Okay, so my first honorable mention. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with MP3 players. I don't know how many I had. I ran through them. Like every Christmas, every birthday, that's what I wanted.
Yeah. And then you broke them.
And then I broke them, or I lost them, or they just quit working because they were junk. Like,
yeah.
So anyway, I really love those. the only thing I could think of for the longest time was that. Like, my top 5 only had that for, like, a whole day because I couldn't think of anything else. So, anyway.
Shoot.
And then, my next one. I want a cello or a violin. I've always wanted to learn how to play it. One of them.
Those are two very not, like, similar but not similar instruments.
Yeah. And they're hard to learn, apparently. Like, you can't just, like, pick one up and fiddle with it. Hi.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. That was fun. Anyway. Like, in a perfect world, if I didn't have a job and, like, had $1 billion, I would learn one of them.
Well, so, I've played some fiddle. To me, it's harder than, like, other instruments I've played, just because, like, there's no sense of where your fingers are at.
Yeah.
Like, most instruments, like, there's an obvious, like, here's where I need to put my finger to make whatever.
Yeah.
But with the violin or fiddle, like, you're just basically guessing
going off of,
where on the neck you're wanting to put your finger.
Seeing that. Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know. That's the part I always struggle with.
And I read, like...
the bow movement is wild, too.
Yeah.
That's very hard, too.
And, like, the posture is super important for, like, the cello. I've looked into it. It seems very complicated, so I'm not doing it.
My uncle can, like, kill on a violin.
That'd be so cool.
My family in general is very, like... My dad probably could pick up a fiddle and just, like, play it.
I want one.
Right now, and, like, I couldn't tell you... I don't know if I've ever really seen him play, like...
Yeah.
But he could probably pick it up and play it. My dad's family's wild when it comes to, like...
I wish.
Music.
I have some, like, natural, but I don't ever use it, so, like...
Like, my brother's that way, too. Like, my brother's, like, very, like, naturally, like, gifted when it comes to, like...
I was a good trumpet player back in the day.
Instruments. I think that would be cool. I would love to be able to play, like, the saxophone.
That I see. If I would have played saxophone as a junior high kid, I would have stuck with it. But I played trumpet, and I didn't really like the trumpet.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to be able to play saxophone. I know I would be hot garbage at it. That's the reason why I probably will never try it.
Yeah.
But that would be
I just don't have the time. My other thing, so my last thing ties into this. I just want, as an adult... I just want free time to do all the things I want to do. I have because, like, I was thinking for my list, like, what I would want if I was a kid. I already have all this stuff.
Yeah, but you can't.
But I don't have time to do, like, play it or do anything with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking tired. Or I'm, like, playing a stupid basketball game that I don't want to play. Yeah. It's annoying. So if I just had free time, I would, like, learn to play the violin.
Well, I always think it'll be better. In my mind, I'm always like, it'll be better when I'm on days.
But it won't.
But it probably won't be.
It won't. I'll be tired.
It probably won't be. I think a lot of my reason why I say that, though, is because a lot of the stuff I want to do in my free time is, like, stuff with my kids and my wife.
Yeah.
And I have free time during the week, but, like, most of the time that free time is not, like, there's nobody there. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm, like, busy, like, going and doing stuff, whereas, like, going to pick up the kids or whatever...
Yeah.
Spending it doing that instead of, like, actually hanging out. Whereas if I was working days, like, I probably wouldn't be the one to pick them up most of the time.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So, like, I don't know.
Being on nights is the worst.
Yeah, it is pretty awful.
But anyway. No more work. My number 5. I went with VR headset. As a kid, I would have loved this.
Yes. So I thought about putting that. And honestly... As a kid, I probably, like, would have wanted that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, now as an adult, looking back, I'm like, half the times I asked for shit that, like,
bro,
wasn't going to be something that I, like, actually wanted, you know, even 2 months later.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that, like, I would have thought it was cool for, like, a month or two, and then I would have never used it again, and it would have just sat somewhere and, like, collected dust. So I was like, as a kid, I definitely would have wanted it, but... Be smart. You don't actually want it.
I would have played as a kid. I don't play it in mine. I have one. I don't play it.
Yeah. Well, see, you actually do like that stuff and do that stuff, like gaming and stuff. Like me, I always like in theory want to do it, and then I actually do it, and I'm like, I don't really care that much, and I quit.
Yeah, that's how I am with VR. I'm like, it's great for like one night every 3 weeks, probably.
Yeah. It's great for like a party. You bring like your friends are all over, and you're just like, hey,
it's super lame. VR. Like I'm by myself in my basement with a fucking headset on. It's kind of cringy. Like, gross.
You're looking like
bro,
Ready Player One or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like,
get yourself a treadmill over there. And
I'm not doing that. My problem with VR is you have to stand up the whole time. Like, I just want to sit down. I can't be on my blankie. What am I doing with my life?
Oh, shoot. It's funny.
Anyway, what's your number 5, homie?
My number 5 is a paintball gun.
Yeah, I
always wanted. I literally have never been paintballing.
I've been one
ever.
time.
But I've always wanted to.
We should go.
Even now,
we should go.
I literally told the dudes on my line that.
So
we like talked about doing it next summer when it gets warmer. Like going to one of those indoor or outdoor like places where you can just like rent the paintball gun too and play.
Yeah, because I don't want to buy my own.
Or airsoft or whatever.
I don't want to do airsoft.
But they both probably hurt like a mother.
Paintballs do hurt, but paintballs are fun because they explode.
Yeah.
Airsoft, you're like, whatever.
Yeah. So we might end up doing that next summer. We'll see. They're all wanting to go to Paley Peak too during the winter.
I'm not skiing anymore.
And I'm like, I don't know that I actually want to do that.
As an adult, I'm not. It was scary in college.
That's too cold for me too, anyway.
And I'll break my kneecap. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, one of us will get hurt for sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
There's too many of us that would be going for us to all escape without injuries.
Bro,
and then my number 4 is one of those badass RC cars.
Also on number 4.
So what I'm thinking of is my brother-in-law has one of those like it's like I think he has Gravedigger, but I think he has Son of a Digger too. But it's like those, like, really like souped up ones.
Yeah.
That like you like are so fast and like you can just rip donuts with them and shit. But yeah, that's what I would want.
I always wanted one as a kid. We had one at one, but it wasn't a good one. Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. Like I had a lot of fun with mine.
I don't want one of the like. I don't want one of the ones that like you can get at like Target or
that's
Walmart.
What I had. Yeah.
Like the cheap ones.
I probably had a Dollar General.
I want like a legit, like one of those expensive ones where it's like fast as hell.
But why?
And you just like crash it because you can't control it because you're.
Well, that's my thing. When you crash it, and like, oh, well, there goes my money. Down the drain.
Shoot. You got to get one of the ones, I guess, that are a little bit, better put together so that when you do crash it, it doesn't just like destroy it.
Yeah. That's my thing with drones too. Like having a drone would kind of be cool.
But then you would...
By now, just like wreck it into a tree. And it'd be gone forever. So I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yep. So, that's my 5 and 4. So,
all right. So, my 4 was one of those badass RC cars.
Yeah.
Copied you. My number 3 is Air Maxes because I grew up super poor and I loved shoes. So, like, I played basketball. We would always get, like, we'd order team shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
And after the season, I would just wear those team shoes because they were cool. Yeah. I used to love like Air Maxes, basketball shoes, Nike Shocks, like whatever that cool shoe was I was into. So if I was a kid right now, I'd really want some like cool Air Maxes or whatever.
Yeah.
And I still like as an adult. So before this job, I used to buy a lot of shoes because I had time to like walk around in them.
Yeah.
But now like I just wear my Hey Dudes. Like I don't ever wear shoes other than my work shoes.
A bunch. Like I have a ton of like if I'd played basketball every week with you guys, I probably could have wore a new pair of basketball shoes every week.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I was literally going to do that, but at this point, I could still do it, but it's not going to be very many.
It's like 2 games? Yeah. Oh, big deal.
But yeah, so I have a ton of like basketball sneakers and stuff. My brother is more obsessed with like that stuff than I am.
I love shoes.
He actually legitimately gets sneakers for Christmas now.
I love sneakers, man.
Like specific, ones or whatever. Most of the time it's LeBron's.
Yeah, I like LeBron's. I almost bought a pair.
A lot of mine are LeBron's. I've got like 3 or 4 pair of LeBron's.
I was down to LeBron's I got Lillard's. I really like because they're purple. I wanted purple.
The Lillard's are pretty nice looking too.
Yeah.
There's a limited edition like only like 500 being produced of the Devin Booker's shoes, and they look pretty freaking legit too.
Dude, the shoe game is so wild.
The shoe game is insane.
Dude, it's on my
now.
TikTok every now.
Dude, I remember like when I was a kid, like you had the Shacks and stuff like that, and they were like clodhoppers, bro. They were like
I had a pair.
Like they were literally bricks.
I had the all black ones. They were ugly as sin.
Yeah, which also the Shack basketball shoes were like specifically produced to be like for poorer people.
They were for me.
But like still like
they're ugly.
Even the other basketball shoes were freaking like giant bricks to put on your feet.
Yeah.
Like it's wild how like lightweight and like slimmer like kicks are nowadays.
Yep.
And like cooler looking too, because like some of those ones back in the day were ugly.
Yep. So I had a basketball coach from junior high to sophomore year. We always had cool shoes, like they were like Nike Shocks or like blah 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 whatever.
Yeah.
I got a new coach my junior year. We got fucking New Balance shoes. I'm like, what? No. Who picked these? These are ugly. I don't want them. I'm not wearing them. And then my senior year, no one cares, but my senior year, I had them in my locker after the season. Someone fucking stole my shoes. So I didn't even get to wear my basketball shoes after basketball season.
Wow.
I was very grumpy. Even though they were ugly. But those still my shoes, man.
What a savage. Somebody's a savage.
Bro, yeah.
But
anyway.
Yeah. We never did that. We never did like, I don't think actually we might have when I was like a freshman or sophomore.
We always
might have
had
had
team shoes.
But I think later on everybody wore whatever
Bro,
they wanted to wear.
We wore team shoes and we had long socks, like all the way up past your knee.
You know, I had to wear those.
Yep. My senior year, we voted and we were like, we're not doing that again. That's so terrible. They were ugly. Because then your socks would fall down, so you have to yank them up the whole time.
That's wild.
It didn't look good either. I don't know what we were doing.
That sounds like one of those coaches that's like, everybody's gonna be the exact same and like no individuality on our team.
Bro, it was stupid. It was ugly. Yeah. Same thing with football. We had matching socks for football and it was stupid.
Football, at least, like, I can somewhat get, like...
They were awful. They were terrible.
I mean, if they're ugly, that doesn't help.
They were like half red, half white, but like they were cheap. They were dumb.
Not good.
I hated those socks. You spent the whole game just yanking them up.
Oh, shoot. Yep.
So yeah, that's my number 3. Shoes.
Alrighty. Well, my number 3, I'm pretty sure this is what they're called, but I don't actually 100% remember.
I don't know what these are.
You know those? It's called. I think they're Gorilla. Is like the brand Gorilla. Those basketball goals that are like, they're super expensive. Like I'm talking like super expensive, but they got the breakaway rims.
Oh yeah.
And the glass backboard or whatever, not glass, but you know what I mean, like the clear backboard.
Oh
with
my
gosh. With the hand pump that like easily like rolls it up and down to what level you want and all that stuff. You didn't have to do all the stupid like stick shit.
Those are so expensive.
Bro, they're super expensive. But me and my brother always wanted one. And of course, like we didn't get it because they're literally the price of like a pretty nice used car. Like they're expensive.
Oh my gosh.
They're expensive.
There's one that's $3,600.
Yeah, bro, they're expensive. They're like super expensive. But like,
that's
obviously wild. You're not gonna get like
hell
that,
no.
You know,
go to the park.
Santa, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your brothers and sisters, like freaking everybody could pitch in. You still wouldn't be close to being able to get one of those.
I can't believe they're that much.
Yeah, they're nice though. I had a girl in my class that like both of her parents were pharmacists and they had one. And I don't even know that like they even really cared about, like her brother I know for sure didn't really care that much about basketball and she didn't really care that much about basketball either. I'm like, what a waste.
Let me have that goal.
We're wasting that Gorilla basketball goal. We're just wasting it, guys.
Let me move in with y'all. I'll play every day.
But they're they're so easy to. That's the best part is like they're so easy to raise and lower and stuff. Yeah. And then obviously they got the breakaway rims. It's like pretty much like playing an actual basketball like court in like an actual gym. So I always wanted one of those.
That would have been cool.
I used to play the shit out of some basketball too, growing up. So it would have got a lot of use.
Not now.
I need to get a freaking basketball goal. There's like literally a park like a block away from my house that has a basketball court.
Yeah,
and I never play. So
go.
I need to get a ball and like take Liam next summer.
Yeah.
And Thea and go play.
He can play in our team next year, but I'm not doing.
Yeah, the team that's not going to exist.
That's not happening, but it's fine.
But anyway. So my number 2, and this is stuff that I had gotten in the very general, but pretty much anything that's Harry Potter, pretty much any Harry Potter shit, like the wands, like any of that shit.
I wish I would have liked it as a kid because that's all I would have wanted.
Yeah.
Why did you get into it until I was old?
Yeah, I've got several wands and I've got the Marauders map.
You have so much Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
You blew me away. You showed me, golly.
There's a lot of Harry Potter shit that's not even actually out because I don't have space for it.
That's so wild. Like a whole room dedicated to it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. I loved all that stuff. I haven't got any of that in a long time. Well, I mean, obviously, partially because I'm married and like I need to get like legit stuff like vacuum and like that kind of stuff
being old
for
is
Christmas.
The worst, man.
But it's kind of awesome too, though.
I don't know.
Like
is it?
I like getting that kind of stuff. Like I like getting a nice vacuum.
I don't.
You don't?
Like, I mean, well, we have Roombas now, so I don't really need a vacuum.
Well, I know, but like you don't like getting that stuff, like.
Sometimes it depends.
Especially like the first, like when you first get it, then you're like, I definitely want
to. When I got my Clint bought a fancy Ninja blender. That was cool. Very hyped for that.
Yeah.
And we need to buy a new air fryer. We won a new air fryer for Christmas last year. Super hyped for it. It's fucking garbage though. I hate it so much. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But anyway,
me and Jenna need to get an air fryer because there's like so much stuff you can make in it. No, because you just said it's garbage.
I hate it so much.
But yeah. Anyway,
they're great though. Anyway, my number 2. I don't remember.
You talked about it earlier.
Oh, I did. A drone. If I was a kid, I would love a drone for no reason. I have no reason to have one or use one.
Yeah, just to land it in a tree.
Yep, but it would be fun. I could like
land it in a tree.
Pop it over to my friend's house, like, "Hey, what's up?" and then land it in a tree. I could like go scope the high school and then land it in the tree.
Yep.
But like that's a pretty neat. I don't know.
Oh, definitely as a kid, I would have.
It seems cool, but like also, what's the point? But also, like it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely cool.
Yeah.
As a kid, I definitely would have been down to play with the drone.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Especially because it has like the. I don't know if it actually makes it easier, but in my head, I think like having a camera on a drone and like flying it from the camera like, would make it easier to fly. Because have you ever tried to fly one of those like just airplane? Dude, they're so hard.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
They're so hard.
Yeah.
Like without that, and who knows? Like the camera probably doesn't actually make it easier, but like in my head, I'm like,
I think it might make it harder.
I don't know.
It might be confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I would like to try to fly one, not my own, but also not somebody else's that might wreck it. It's a lot of pressure.
Just one that doesn't matter to anybody.
Maybe a simulation drone.
Yeah, just to see if you can actually fly it.
I don't want a drone.
But as a kid, you would want a drone.
As a kid, yes. Because Clint listens, do not buy me a drone. I will not use it. Do not buy me a drone. This is not a hint. I do not want it.
Oh, shoot.
So my number 1, bro, as a kid, I would have loved AirPods or like the Beats or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I always had those shitty like Skull Candy Target headphones that were like $12.
Yeah.
They're absolute garbage. I would have loved like a nice pair of headphones.
Dude, I had like the actual
Bless you.
Sorry.
So you are getting sick. Tell that dude to stop talking to you.
But I had like the actual like the earmuff style Beats ones.
Yeah.
And they like were so nice.
I'm sure.
And then I upgraded to the like the ones that like actually go in your ear but like wrap around your ear, just because like for doing stuff it makes more sense. But they don't sound as good.
Yeah.
I gave the other ones to my brother. I don't even know if he still has them, but those things were nice. It wasn't even the ones that are like real big that like.
Yeah, like the skinny, like the.
They were the skinny ones that like are just big enough to cover your ear. Like it didn't actually go around your ears. But even those were fucking. Like,
really.
They were bad.
I look at headphones. I don't need headphones. I have AirPods, and they're fine. I don't even use them that often. But I look at them all the time. It's like, damn, these are pretty cool. I really want to buy some, and I don't need them. My buddy Matt bought some Beats Solos. Was that a thing?
Yeah, I think those are kind of the ones that... Is that the ones... Is it in the ear?
They're over the ear.
But okay, I think that might be...
They're not very big.
Yeah, I think those might be the one... Like, that might be the one that I had.
I think it might be.
But, like...
They look nice, though. Ago. Yeah. They look like they look so cool. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I could use one. As a kid, you best believe I would have worn those at school.
They fold up nice, too.
Bro.
Like, they actually fold up in a way that is better than, like, a lot of headphones.
Yeah.
Like, those style headphones, anyways. Or at least mine did.
Nothing beats a good pair of headphones. Like, you get those cheap ones.
Yeah.
Fucking garbage. Get out of my ear.
Yeah. Yeah. I have... That's what I use. I don't have AirPods or anything like that. I have just the Beats, like... over there. I've had them for a while too, and they're still... That's the thing. Like, you think, like, they're so expensive, but, like...
Some of them are.
They are expensive, but, like, if you go out and, like, buy headphones, just cheap headphones, you're going to keep buying them and keep buying them because they're going to go bad, they break, and all that stuff. And as long as you, like, don't lose your really expensive ones, they'll last for... I mean, I've had mine for... I couldn't even... Probably 10 or more years.
Yeah.
And then, like, my old set, like, I don't even know. My brother probably still has them. They probably still work.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does or not. Because I know he went and got some of those ones that, like, that are actually, like, in the ear, but they're actually, like, graded to be, like, like, for safety, like, earplugs.
Oh, yeah.
They have, like, an ear, like, actual soundproofing, like, rating that is, like, the same as...
And they look like earplugs?
No, they don't look like earplugs.
Oh. There are some of those floating around.
Well, yeah, those exist, too, but yeah.
Those are so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't there for that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, so, I don't even know what they're called, but those would be nice to have when you're mowing and stuff, because I don't...
Yeah.
Because, like, I have to turn my, like, even my Beats, like, I have to turn them up, like, pretty much to the loudest volume to be able to hear, and I cannot imagine what that's probably doing to my actual hearing.
It's not great for your ear, no.
I mean, it's not like the lawnmower isn't destroying my ear.
We're going to go deaf anyway. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. Those would be nice for that, like, to actually block out the outside noise so that you don't have to turn your shit up so loud.
Yeah.
Those would be nice for that. But my number one is a dirt bike. Dude, I asked for a dirt bike. Like, I asked for a dirt bike like pretty much every year for like so long.
Yeah.
And obviously they're expensive, so I was not.
You seem like a dirt bike kid.
Do I?
Yeah, I don't know why. You have dirt bike energy.
I have dirt bike energy.
I don't know what that means.
I'm kind of glad I never got one because I probably would be like way more like injured as an adult.
Yeah, they're not super safe, but it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would never want one.
Oh, I would have loved it.
I'm too scared.
Oh, I was... Especially, like, that's the thing. Especially as, like, a kid. Like, I've become, like, more of a giant wussy as an adult. You know what I mean?
I've always been one.
But, like, as a kid, like, I used to be, like, real, like, recklessly brave. So, like, I definitely probably would have just, like, been very hurt. So, it's probably a good thing that they are so expensive that I would never get one. But,
My little hoodlum friends across the street had one.
Oh, I knew people that. And, like, another, like, I say dirt bike, but, like, even one of those, like, you know those pocket rockets they had back in the day?
Those are wild, yeah.
Bro, I would have loved one of those, too.
No, absolutely not.
Dude, one of my buddies had one of those, like, in middle school. And those things, you could, like...
Those should not be a thing.
You could, like, turn off... Like, I think they had governors on them, but, like, you could turn them off and, like...
It's a governor.
It, like, regulates the speed.
Oh.
Keeps it from, like, going.
That makes sense.
Like, a lot of stuff has it.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like forklifts and stuff like that. Like, at, like, job sites. A lot of them have governors on them to keep them from going over like an X amount of speed. Because like you can, depending on where you're at, you can change it to be faster or slower. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but I'm pretty sure they had like them like on them.
Probably a good idea. And
I'm pretty sure my buddy like got his like turned off, and that boy was fast.
I was too scared to ride those, man. I rode the dirt bike a couple times, did not like it.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a motorcycle like right around the time I turned 21.
You had a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah, I did.
That's wild.
It took about probably at least 2, maybe 3 times of somebody pulling out in front of me. Like,
yeah, I would never.
Like before, like it wouldn't be considered pulling out in front of like a car, because like a car has the ability to stop, but like when you're on a motorcycle, like there's a few times that got a little like squirrely, and I was just like, nah, I'm out, I'm done. This is how I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm
Did you wear a helmet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
But I didn't wear like appropriate clothes for. If I was to lay one down, I'd have been very
your skin
hurt.
Would have said deuces.
I would have been very hurt, because it wasn't like I had great clothes on for. I mean, my melon would have been alright, I guess, but my shoes and like all that stuff was not good for.
You won't catch me on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I had a Harley Sportster 883.
Who are you? I cannot believe that.
Yep. I had it for like probably 2 years.
Was this pre-Jenna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I want to say it was like kind of. I mean, it was before me and Jenna started dating or anything.
You were cool at one point. That's wild.
Just because I had a motorcycle at one point, it made me cool.
Yeah, man. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I would, in theory, I would love to like be able to just ride, like just cruise on one, but it's just too many stupid idiots out there.
Yeah, it's not.
In a perfect world, it'd be nice, but
people would drive like ding dongs. I wouldn't.
Too many dumb idiots out there.
Yep.
Too many people that just don't realize too. That's another thing. Like anytime I got pulled out in front of, like it never was like an egregious or like where they pulled out in front of me and it was like oh my god, even in a car that was stupid.
Yeah.
But like people just don't know like how much more like time you need to be able to like slow down when you're on a motorcycle, especially because like some people like one car pulled out in front of me and like when they pulled out they just went like so slow like to get up to speed, and I'm like,
what do y'all? Yeah.
If you had stepped on the gas, I probably would have been like even more. Like I probably wouldn't have even remotely been like getting sketched out. But I don't know.
People are stupid, bro.
But people are dumb.
I can't believe you had a bike. That's wild to me.
Yeah, I sure did. It was very beautiful. But anyway, so that's it for the top 5. Next week, we'll probably try to do something New Year's related. So we'll throw out some ideas after we get off the air here. And then the last thing before we head out, we have no poll results because we've had to record this episode too early, so we haven't had even very many listens yet.
Yeah.
But we actually did have a comment. So my sister Olivia said Jacob probably had a higher average gaming back when he worked swing. He had 4 days off and played from the time he woke up till late in the night. Plus, on nights, he barely slept and played instead.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot, bro. I can't do that.
So, I guess she's trying to say that my brother-in-law would have had an higher average gaming time than Joe, which would have... still don't think it's possible.
It can't be real,
but, yeah.
Dude, I felt bad for Joe. They roasted him so hard last week. And he called in on Monday because his fiance had to go to the hospital, something. So they're like, oh, he's playing video games. He's not even doing anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, his fiance's in the hospital. Like, y'all leave that poor boy alone.
Yeah.
What he does in his free time is what he does in his free time.
Yeah. That's still crazy.
It is, but, like, y'all be doing drugs and like doing stupid shit. I'm like, he's not even doing that. So I'd rather have his life than your dumb life.
Yeah.
But anyway, who cares?
Yeah, people are stupid.
Yep.
People, I don't know. Just some people like think that like the stuff they do is like so cool, not cool, but you know what I mean? Like they think it's like better,
more
meaningful or whatever, but like it's only meaningful to you.
Yeah.
That is meaningful to him. Like,
yeah.
There's no difference. Yours doesn't actually mean anything more than.
If that makes you happy, then do it.
Yeah.
Unless it's weird, then don't do it.
unless it's illegal.
Illegal,
maybe
harmful,
stay away from that.
Whatever, man.
But anyway, so yeah, that's so wild to me. I do get that though. I can't imagine working swing. I'm glad that at least we work
and
just
I would
nights.
be a monster on swing
I would
shift.
be a dick.
I would be a dick. I'm already a dick in the mornings anyway.
Yeah, I would be.
But if you make me change my schedule,
like
no.
Because I think back then he worked 4 on 4 off, so he had 4 days, 4 off, 4 nights, 4 off.
That's not
4
enough
days,
time.
4 off.
Ew, I would hate my life.
Oh, my brother's schedule. He's straight days now, but my brother's schedule before, when he was like swing shift, he would work like whatever, say I don't know the exact schedule, but like say like 3 days, or no, better, say he worked 3 nights. Well, he would work off, like say his last night was Saturday night into Sunday morning. Well, he would be off Sunday is his off day, and then Monday morning would be his back on days for like 2 days on days. So it would be like a quick turnaround. And technically that one day was his day off, when
but your sleep
really wasn't a day off. It kind of was, but then not at the same time, because you're having to flip your schedule around and all that shit too.
That's how people snap and murder someone. Like,
yeah,
that would make me go crazy.
I would rather have the 4 days, 4 off type style
than
the crazy ones where it's like, where you get like like for example, he would get like 7 days off in a row. Awesome. But all that shit other than that would be fucking horrible.
I would be on nights forever than do that.
Yeah, I don't. That's the reason why I'm like, a lot of those jobs wasn't interested in, because I'm like, I'm not where swing shift is the one thing I won't do, because it's not healthy for one thing, and then like I would be such an asshole. Like, talk about getting yourself into a divorce conversation.
Oh my gosh, that's what happens though.
I'd be such a fucking dick, like so bad.
Dude, at the gym yesterday, some guy in the locker room was talking to us, like, because he works swing shift at somewhere there, blah blah blah. Yeah. He's like, yeah, we're hiring you guys to come on. We have a union. We do this, blah blah blah. You get 7 days off in a row, but you switch your schedule every 7. I'm like, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. Thanks, though.
Yeah, that's not my.
I have an easy job, and it's not.
My dad did that when I was for a little while when I was a kid. He worked swing shift.
Nope.
And like he would just. I love my dad, but like, and he would probably admit this, but like some of those days he was not like
present.
Well, first of all, he wasn't even like, he couldn't go to some stuff because like because of work.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, like, he wasn't like necessarily always a pleasant person to be around during some of that time, because like
that would be me.
And like now it's like makes sense. I'm like, yeah, of course you weren't.
I'd be a fucking monster.
Of course you weren't a pleasant person to be around, but like as a kid, it's different. But
you don't know any better.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, a little bit of a random tangent there, but
we had a couple of those today. In every episode.
Yeah, that's for sure. But that's it for this week, guys. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you after Christmas, around the new year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yep.
Whatever holiday
we appreciate you guys, and again, Merry Christmas. Bye.